Well guys, welcome back to the OffRoadTruckerZ Garage, where we got another package. I'll tell you what it is. It is none other than a genuine heel clicker clutch kit. And we're pretty excited. This is actually a new prototype. We've already had the heel clicker clutch and it is amazing. So we're pumped to put this on. So we're gonna give you a how-to video on my way, the easy way, to install the heel clicker clutch on your Can-Am Commander. I got another sticker. First things first, you gotta take the hose clamp off of your intake. All right, next step, with an 8mm socket, take off the 11 bolts holding on your clutch cover. Now that you have the cover off, you need to get your belt off. Can-Am has a couple different options, belt removal tools. The one I have is this. Pretty easy to use. Just thread it in here. Tighten it down as far as you can. You're going to be putting a lot of pressure on that clutch, so make sure it's secure. And then we'll be cinching down the bolt to start pulling the clutch apart. Make sure you put something between that bolt and your clutch. I just use a quarter. It works perfectly fine. It's the wrong direction with it. Now's a good time while you have this out to inspect your belt for any fraying, any cracks, any damage whatsoever. And remember, it has an arrow on you to tell you which way to run it. She looks good. So, when you text Roger and you tell him your make, model, everything you've done to your buggy and how you like to ride or the terrain you like to ride in, he's going to give you an exact configuration. For my Commander, which is a 23 Can-Am Commander DPS, he knows that I like to ride rocks, hard terrain, low, slow, methodical thinking. So mine's set up on the overdrive. I'm putting one washer, screwing the bolt in. You can see on the heel and the shoulder, 3 washers on each side with the nut and bolt. So make sure you message him to figure out exactly how you need to tune or configure yours. I like to set all mine up prior to pulling anything off the old clutch and putting it on. So I ended up getting a hold of Roger and we set these up exactly the same as last time, except for we put a bolt on the end right here. So it's a good thing I got a hold of him. Make sure prior to starting this project, you get a hold of Roger. He gives you his phone number. Tell him exactly what you want as far as your make, model, the way you ride. I told him I wanted more grunt for my bottom end. I do a lot of rock crawling. So it's up to you to tell him what you want and he'll teach you how to tune them or configure them. Tuning them is, you know, putting your weights where you need them. We are done with this section. Bada bing, bada boom. We're done. We're done. On to the next one. You're done. We're on to the next part. Replacing weights. There are 6 weights in your stock clutch system. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're only replacing 4 of them. So you have your circle. You're going to have 2 like this, right across from one another. These 2 spots will be empty. It's the heel clicker clutch system. Say that 5 times fast. That's the way it's set up. 4 weights rather than 6. You're moving the weight. There's weight distribution. It's magnificent. It fucking works great. Don't question it. Just do it. Anyways, a lot of people will take the clutch off the buggy. No thank you. That's a pain in the ass. So, I can't take credit for this. I saw it on another video. Get yourself a handy dandy pry bar. Get yourself a strap and watch how it's done. All right, you're gonna slide it right into that spot right there. And you're gonna pull that clutch back. Then you're gonna wrap your strap around it. Oh shit. And then wrap it back to something. I don't have that in the right spot that I normally do. But we're gonna wrap it back towards something so it'll stay there while we're working. I just wrap it around everything. And usually it doesn't need a lot of pressure to stay. In order to pull the weights out, 8mm socket, ratchet. I try to position it so it's flat, so that way you're not losing all the shit out of it, because there's going to be washers between your weight and the clutch. Another thing to do to help from losing any pieces, put a rag underneath so that way if any washers or anything drop. Use whatever rag you want. I prefer that microfiber. Okay, let's get this first bad boy off. You are going to use the stock nut and bolt to put the new weights in. So make sure you save those. As I said, it's a washer on top and a washer on bottom. See how that fell? But because I had that rag there, we were good. Go ahead and put it back in there. Make sure you replace the washers between it. Get the holes to line up. Drop that back down in. Put the bolt back on. And then go ahead and then cinch it down nice and tight. You don't want to over tighten it. Make sure she's tight. Just the way we like them. Now be careful when you're letting the pry bar go, because if you let it go too fast, it will fucking smack you. And it don't feel that great. So I don't completely let it go, let it loose. I like to leave that strap where it is so that way I can use it next time. And bada bing, bada boom, you got one done. We're done. And bada bing, bada boom, you got her done. You're done. Done, son. Anyways, once you get that done, you got to get the belt back on. Sometimes this is a bitch. Make sure your rotate is going forward. Maybe that's not a bitch. It never goes that easy. Now that you got that back on, we got to take the fucking belt removal tool off. Okay, once you get the belt back on, I always like to take a good look through everything, inspect it, clean it up, check your clutches for any wear or tear on the inside, any grooving. Your belt, obviously, I already told you that. It's time to put the cover back on. So that's literally it. It's that simple. There's really nothing to it. At this point, you're all done. I would take it out, put it in gear, reverse, high, low, check everything, make sure everything's acting accordingly, just to make sure you did everything right. But it's awfully simple, man. That's one of the main reasons why I chose the heel clicker over some of the other ones. Also, another reason I chose is because Roger's awesome. He'll text you throughout the night, Sunday through Sunday. He will text you, he'll reply, he'll have it dialed in for exactly what you want. I'm no mechanic. I get by with what a little bit of knowledge that I have. I learn as I go, and it's super simple to do. Hopefully this video will help some of you guys out, but if you have a Commander, I recommend the freaking heel clicker clutch so much. Especially if you're a rock crawler and you like low and slow hills. It does amazing in low end range. It pushes these 32-inch tires tremendously awesome. Again, can't recommend heel clicker more than anything. Just as a company in general, I can't recommend them more than anything. So hopefully this video helped you out. Hopefully if you're watching this, you already ordered your heel clicker and you're installing it. And then hopefully this showed you how to do it really easily. The hardest part is taking the tire off pretty much. And again, make sure everything's clean inside that clutch box. Mine's dirty as hell right now. I need to get new seals, a new intake cover. So just inspect, make sure everything's good to go. Head on down the road, have fun. This has been another episode of Off-Road Trucker's Garage. We love you. If you don't mind, like, comment, share, subscribe. Show everybody. We appreciate you. Love y'all. Deuces.